Hello and welcome back everyone to my channel. So today I've got these frames, just did a test mount of the frames to the monocoque that I built. Excuse me. So everything is lining up really good on this back one. I've only got about 4 bolts on the whole thing, but it's enough for me to know that this frame is going to mount up and work out excellent right here. So I'll come around, show you a view of the side here. So there's that. And then I got the front one mounted on as well. So pretty happy with the fitment of all of it. This front frame, I do have just a very slight adjustment that I have to do on it. But everything is mounting up to the monocoque that I made. Sorry about my messy garage. I wish I had a bigger garage, but so you can see how everything is fitting up through here. I do have one small little gap here, which I think will change once I tighten this up, because I do have a small gap here, so this needs to come up a little bit. Like I said, I don't have all the bolts in here. I just wanted to get enough bolts on here to make sure that everything was going to fit up well. Everything does fit up pretty good. Like I said, with the exception of this one right here. I do have like I said, a little gap here and a little gap here, but I think it's because the whole frame needs to tip up. Like I said, then again, I do not have all the bolts in here, so I just wanted to make sure before I started laying out my frame pieces that I had everything pretty close. I'm going to kind of show you the fitment on the back here. Back is pretty good. Got real good fitment there. Pretty good fitment there. I have no bolts on the bottom here at all. Only have some bolts on the top here, 4 on each side. And they are not the correct size bolts, but just something to hold it tight into place. There's no bolts on this one here at all. No bolts on that one there. So it will move just slightly a bit. And this one over here, pretty happy with the fitment there. One thing I do have to work on the back here is you'll see a little bit of a gap right here on this side. That probably is due to when I was doing the body work on here. So once I get this off of here again, I can sand this and I think clean that gap up right there. Again, none of this is really bolted up, so I'm sure things will move a little bit. But there's a quick overview so far of what I've gotten done so far. So today, I've got some metal here that I purchased, 2x3, 3/16 wall. So that's what I'm going to be using to start building the frame. So I'm going to get inside here real quick so I can show you guys on the inside here. All right, so I'm in the car. Woohoo! So you can see the holes right here that I drilled. This is all frame mounts. So I did all that. So when I start running my frame, that I know that I'm going to hit those points. So I know I need to build my frame into that. And then I'll spin around and I'll show you the back side here. Same thing back here. You see the three holes there. And then I've got 4 holes here. 3, 4. And then I've also, kind of hard to see, but there's 4 more down here. So same on the other side here. 3 here, 4, and then on the bottom down here is also 4. So with that all said and done, I think I'm going to remove these frames and then I'm going to start building a frame. I think what my thought is is to basically just go around this here and follow that around and pretty much start my frame building with that, just to get a you know, around the edge of it. So follow along and tell me what you think. So I'm back. As you can see, I've cut up some metal here, so I'll show you what I've got here so far. So I'm standing at the front of the car here. Show you what we're looking at here. So front of the car. Come in and I look straight down here, and you'll see a piece of steel right there. And then I've got another piece right here. And then I've got a piece laying over here. So nice thing about having these molds is I can attach one piece at a time to see what my clearance is for putting the steel in the right place. So now I'm inside the car here. So what I was talking about on the molds is it's nice having those where I can attach one piece at a time, because you can see all the room that is in between these two pieces to run a frame. So if I take you around over here, I've still got a little bit of trimming to do on this piece here, but I had them a little long because I figured if I needed to trim a little off, then that's easier than trying to weld a piece on. So got this piece over here, this is the passenger side. So just laying here, it's going to be turned up horizontally though. It's not going to be laying down like this. I'm going to turn it this way. So it'll be sitting the same way this one is. See that one sitting up and down. So anyhow, got that piece is just sitting in there, waiting to get around to that. But you can see on the inside here, you can see all the room in here that I will be left with to run a frame. So if I come around over here, I've got these two pieces of mold on here. So you can see a passageway through here, and you can see another passageway through here, and then I got another passageway up here. So that's where I'm going to be running my steel for that. And then of course on the floor over here, I'm just going to be you know, wrapping it around to the back, and it's going to be coming probably somewhere up in here in between these two pieces. But got these two on here, that way it kind of helps me line up this piece of steel here. So with these two molds in there, you can see I'm trying to get this all the way up tight to this. That way whenever I drop this piece in, I'll be able to screw it from the inside into the steel and attach it that way with some adhesive. Same thing up over here. No, it's kind of hard to see, but down through there, I mean, there's gobs and tons of room. So I'm going to have to put some additional steel in there to reinforce that. But if I go down there, I'm going to have a piece coming off and going to the right, and it will curve around this piece and it'll hook into this front bar. So that's kind of my start with it. Like I said, it's kind of nice having these pieces of mold. I've had this middle one in here too, just to check for clearance on here, and everything seems to be working good. Only bad parts, I'm going to need a lot more steel. I knew that was going to happen, but this is just the beginning of this. So underneath this mold over here, this is how the two pieces look over there. Like I said, with the exception of this one, which is up and down like that now. So you can see what I've got there. So I'm just going to have to join the two pieces together. This piece right here, I'll have to get back in there a little farther. I'm going to have to grind a little bit with my grinder on the fiberglass to get that to slide in there. But I don't think it'll be a big deal, but I think you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this. So let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them. And thanks for watching, and I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. If you haven't, please do, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Got a new toy here for cutting my steel here. So I got 2 pieces of steel. It's not going to get all of it done, but it'll get part of it. So, yep, got this saw here. I got cutting wheel, so I'm going to get that out of the box and we'll get at it.